Well, in the past hour or so, court wrapping up for the day in the Lexington County trial of Thomas McDowell. He's the North Carolina man charged with kidnapping and murdering 4-year-old Jessica Gutierrez in 1986. It's a high-profile case that has caught the community's attention. Today, jurors heard from a former cellmate of the defendant and the sister of the victim. Here's Rachel Ripp now.
The state of South Carolina versus Thomas McDowell continued Tuesday with opening statements and testimony from over 4 witnesses. McDowell is charged with kidnapping 4-year-old Jessica Gutierrez from her Lexington County home in 1986 and killing her. The first testimony Tuesday came from Michael Fowler, someone who spent time in jail with McDowell in North Carolina. Fowler explained he met McDowell in the Polk County Jail in the late part of 1986, early part of 1987. Fowler testified that McDowell told him that he went through a window of a home, took a young girl, killed her, then buried her body. Fowler explained McDowell asked him to keep this a secret, but Fowler immediately told the chief jailer. Fowler says it wasn't until later, when he was out of jail, that he was questioned by law enforcement about this case. Late in the afternoon, Rebecca Gutierrez took the stand. She's Jessica's sister and a witness to the crime. Rebecca was emotional when recounting the night of June 5, 1986, saying that night that Jessica had wanted to sleep in her mom's bed, but that instead her brother got to sleep in her mom's bed because he was sick. Rebecca says she felt bad about this, so she let Jessica sleep on the edge of their bed closest to their nightstand and fan. Rebecca then testified about feeling like someone was staring at her that night, and she opened her eyes to a man standing above she and her sister Jessica. Rebecca explained she squinted and watched a white man in a tall hat take her sister away, saying she didn't scream for fear of what would happen. She said she didn't tell her mom because she was terrified and thought it was a nightmare. The prosecution asked if Rebecca knew who Thomas McDowell was. She said at the time when she was younger, she did not. In cross-examination by the defense, Rebecca admitted she might have told investigators that it was a man of a different race when she was questioned right after the kidnapping, also saying she couldn't hear any doors creak or close because she could only hear her own heartbeat. The judge says tomorrow they'll have food brought into the courthouse for the jurors to keep things moving, as she expects this trial to last all week. Rachel Ripp, News 19, WLTX.